Okay, good morning. How are you girls? What is up? Let's get ready. I washed, just so you guys know, I do wash this little towel like a couple times a week, but it's stained because I only use that towel for my like makeup stuff. So just in case you're ever like, does she ever get a different towel? Technically no, I guess, but I do wash it a couple times a week. So good morning. What are you guys up to? Happy Friday. Okay, if you're new here, I go live Monday through Thursday between 8 and 8:30 Mountain Standard Time every day and do like makeup or get ready with you guys or whatever. But on the weekends, it's a little more sporadic. So today we are getting ready and it's my sister's birthday, guys. So I'm excited for her. I'm not going to see her today, but she is getting a massage. I know she told me that, and I don't know what else she's doing. I know my dad and stepmom are taking her to dinner tonight, and then I'm going to go tomorrow because since she was like pretty busy today with other plans, we wouldn't meet until like kind of late for my drive home. So we're gonna go down tomorrow because it just worked out better. And one thing I love about my sister and her birthday is when I ask her what she wants, she actually just like sends me something that she wants. Like usually it's something for her office or just like, I don't know, it's usually nothing crazy, but just like some random thing she's been like eyeing. Like this year, I don't even remember what it was. It was like dangly lights or something. Like decoration lights. Something like that. Ugh. I swear, Facebook is killing me with the notifications, but oh well. Alright, we're gonna do our eye cream, a little lid lift treatment. I tried a new eye cream yesterday, and it's different, but it was like an instant lift eye cream, and I definitely did feel like the tightening. I felt like it was almost a little drying because of that in a way, but like you couldn't tell under makeup. But I could definitely tell it had the instant for sure. So I was pretty impressed with that. But I just really, really like this one lately. It's been kind of my go-to, and I'm not even like a huge eye cream person, but I've just been really liking it. I did that self-tanner yesterday, like I told you guys, and look how good it looks, like even up close. I don't know, I feel like self-tanner usually looks like really splashy and like your fingers look crazy and stuff. And this one I feel like, I'm sure it's not perfect because you guys know I'm not really a big self-tanner. But I feel like it looks so good, especially considering I am a person that is not good at self-tanning and doesn't have like my routine down pat or like doesn't do it all the time. I feel like it looks so like natural. And even like the elbow and like this area, it's really good. I am not a self-tan lover, but I am very impressed with that brand I've been using. I have it linked up in the description. I can't even remember it. MSK maybe? I know there's a K in it. Anyways, it's really good if you are into self-tan and you want one. Like, it definitely adds a few shades too. I should have took a little video. My face is always lighter, but I feel like you can see a little bit more of like the harsh line because my neck is also usually lighter. Anyways, it is really good, especially if you want it to look natural, like that more green undertone. It's so good. Kenya, what are you up to today, girl? We are gonna go out to, I don't know, some hunting spot for Cody. Not for like his personal hunting, but like for guiding. And I don't really know what he's going to do. I guess I'm just kind of along for the ride because technically hunting season is here. So if you're not from Montana, our hunting season is longer than, I might be the longest one in all the states. I actually don't know. But I was surprised when I found out like some states hunting season might be like a weekend or like a week or, you know, that's crazy. But archery antelope opened August 15th. And antelope season doesn't last this whole time, by the way. So it's just like hunting season in general. And obviously this doesn't include like spring turkey, spring bear, spring whatever. None of those. But it's basically August 15th to the Sunday after Thanksgiving is hunting season, which is always very hectic. So he doesn't guide archery antelope. I'm sure he has probably before, but archery elk, he does a lot of that. Getting us ready to spend the weekend with my husband's grandparents. Oh, that might be fun. I made bread and peach jam last night, so cleaning up the kitchen too. Oh, that's perfect. There's a lady around here that does like a farm stand. That's just what she calls it, but she basically does like a bunch of eggs. So that's kind of how it started, is she does like eggs, you know, just tons of eggs. Even in the winter, she always has eggs. And then, but anyways, now she has like a full, I don't know what you call it, I guess, where like flowers, like a full greenhouse, I guess. So she does like flowers and stuff like that. This looking different, this case. So that better not mean new formula. I'm suspicious. Okay, it's looking the same as yesterday, so no smell still. Sometimes when something gets new packaging, I'm like, did you try to switch it up on us? Anyway, so she has this farm stand, and now it's kind of cool because there's like, people will put baked goods in there. She makes candles. One lady does like lotion bars, bath salts, stuff like that. I'm trying to think what else I've seen in there. Mostly it's like baked goods and stuff that I can think of, and eggs, obviously. But anyway, she's making a little basket for my sister. I feel like I can say that because I never see her on here. Anelle, if you're on here, get off. So obviously I got her the one like little twinkle light thing or whatever it was she asked for. I honestly don't even remember because I ordered it that long ago. And so anyway, she's making me a little gift basket that will have the stuff she had in the stand right now. She only had one candle, so I said, I'll take it. Lotion bar, bath salts. She had zucchini bread and zucchini brownie. So I said, let's just do one of each. And then she had some jam. I'm not sure what kind. And I said, let's do it. But anyway, she's making me a little gift basket for my sister because I want her to have something that will be like at least a little surprise. Oh, I love that. The neighbor does a vegetable stand with goodies. Oh, that's perfect. We do a little like mini farmer's market on Wednesdays. So I think this is the first year they've done it. I don't know. I went last week. This week, obviously, you guys know I was in a meeting until 8:30 p.m. So I didn't make it to the farm stand, but the last week there was someone there that just had a whole cooler of cucumbers, but it was like different kinds of cucumbers. So there was just like the normal like cucumbers that you see at the grocery store. What do we got going on here? And then there was two that I'd never heard of. So one kind of had like little wrinkles around it, like it was kind of like the same size as a cucumber like this, but it was like wrinkly and like a lot lighter green. And then the other one kind of looked like an onion or an apple, and it was a cucumber. And it tasted just like a cucumber. I kind of liked the other like wrinkly one. I think she might have said it was a Russian cucumber. I don't remember though. Because it kind of had a little bit of a different texture, but they were still just like cucumbers. Anyways, and then this one of the people that bakes here had like caramel rolls, cookies, that kind of stuff. So I bought a couple things from her. And then one of the Hooderites was there with pies. And then she had a couple like other littler things. So I didn't buy a pie because I just didn't know if we'd finish it. But I bought a couple of her little other stuff. And that was it. So I'll probably go again next week. Check it out. All right, a little bronzer. But yeah, Carb was supposed to have his first football game tomorrow, but I guess it was canceled. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We were kind of excited to go to the football game, and my dad was going to be able to make that one because he works out of town, but oh well. It happens, I guess. I'm just glad it's the weekend at this point, and I think the boys will be too, because we only go to school 4 days a week, but the first handful of weeks they go to school on Fridays. So they're also just going to be glad it's the weekend. To go from nothing to not even their 4-day, their 5-day is like, they probably can't wait for the weekend. Today we're just going to do our usual. I've been really liking this guava blush lately. I don't know, it's just really pretty. I have a new hair tool I want to try, but I don't know if I'm going to have time because I may have dinked around a little too much this morning. You know what I mean? Might have farted around and relaxed on my day off a little too long. But we'll see. Oh my gosh, guys, guess what happened to me yesterday? So, not that anyone else would remember this, but I had just washed my hair yesterday, and I blow dried it after I got off Facebook Live. Anyways, just washed my hair. Last night, I'm making dinner, and I unthawed, like, a pack of burger. And obviously, they sometimes get, like, you know, where they might spurt out a little bit. And this one was pretty, like, pressured up, you could tell. And so I was like, just barely poked it, because you know, usually it'll just kind of like, and then it's like you can just cut it open just fine. I like cut it and it like literally snapped the whole thing and shot blood everywhere. I literally had blood dripping down my face. I had blood all over my hair. Like one chunk like that big was like completely dripping with blood. It shot onto the wall behind me, all over my shirt. It was crazy. I was like absolutely stunned. And like, I was a little scared that it might pop out onto my shirt. And I was like, oh no, I don't want this to stain my shirt. Nothing could have prepared me quite for that level of projectile. It was honestly insane. Good morning, Deborah. Thank you. You are too sweet. All I'm going to do is try and stay school. We have been over 100 degrees for 30 days. Holy cow, that is crazy, Sandra. You're in Phoenix though, right? Or Arizona? Or am I remembering that wrong? That's hot. Okay, this is quick recap. Ophir setting spray. It's called Everset. I think it's the only one they have. So I have the Ophir link up in the description. Illuminator is Gold Rush in the Pivot Powder, also Ophir. Blush is Guava, also Ophir. Bronzer, Ophir. This is our SPF. This is what I primed my face with. SPF 50, color corrector, and makeup primer. I love it as a makeup primer, which is shocking. And I love it as SPF, and I'm really picky on SPF. And then our powder is Unique's Pressed Powder. I'm using the shade Taffeta. And I have that linked in the description as well. It's under Curated now. But if you need a color match, message me. It's my favorite powder. Good morning, Lisa. Texas. I know, Kenya and Deborah. Isn't that crazy? It was like, I literally was like stunned. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was not. I mean, obviously I've been cooking dinner for a long time. We are always having burger. Like, because it's usually elk burger, and then we buy like a half of beef every year. So we're always having burger. I mean, we rarely eat chicken and stuff, like maybe once a week. So needless to say, I have cut open my fair share of packs of burger, and I've never had one explode like that. It was insane. I was like, with like just blood running down everywhere. So anyways, my point of that was I washed my hair and blow dried it yesterday. Only to literally have to wash it again right after I got done cooking dinner. Because there was blood all over my hair. And believe me, I contemplated like waiting until today because I love to have freshly washed hair in the morning. but it was too much. I just couldn't do it. Ophir has been out of guava for the longest time. I've been buying Ophir for over a year and I've never seen it in stock. Would love to have that shade. Do you know if it will restock? As far as I know, it will. It has like kind of a weird issue with this like weird film on it. So I wonder if that's why, Lisa. Oh, I bet. I'm in NJ and it's cool. Weather is beautiful here. Oh, that's perfect. It's been cooling off at night here, but it's been mostly still warm during the day. We've had a couple cool days, but like today I think it's supposed to be 89, which is not bad. I think that's actually like perfect. But yeah, we're not over 90. Okay, what color eyeshadow should we do? Pink, purple, orange. We could just do this. This is one of my favorite colors. What do you guys think? Maybe we'll just do that. Kind of a little boring because I think I did this makeup look earlier in the week, but I kind of like the way it turned out. So sometimes when you have one that works, you're like, why not just do that again? Okay, I'm just taking a little bit of that. It's kind of like a gray matte. Yeah, that. And I'm going to put it in my crease. Pink. I did pink earlier this week, Deborah, on Wednesday. Actually, because I had a very long day. So I wore a really fun outfit and did some fun makeup to kind of add a little pep in my step for my very, very long day. I might just do this today. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping to have a little, like I said, I have a hair tool I want to try. And I'm hoping to have enough time for it, but I don't know if I will. Like, even if I do my makeup fast, I still might not have enough time. I'm not sure. But we can definitely do pink again this week. For sure. I gotta get ready tomorrow because, like I said, I'm gonna go see my sister and all of that. So maybe we'll do pink tomorrow. And basically, if I'm getting ready, 9 times out of 10, unless it's either super early or I'm in like a huge hurry where I need to like actually just get ready, no chit-chatting, I pretty much always get on live. So I'm sure I'll be on live tomorrow. All right, let's do a little touch of setting powder in our textured spots. This is Ophir setting powder, but you can honestly do this with any setting powder. So if you have one that you love, take it after you do your setting spray and just target like any of those textured areas, like get big pores, and just dab it on. If you don't have a good one, I do really like the Ophir one, but I think just about any setting powder will work. So if you have a good one, you can totally just use that. I'm feeling like a new girl already, thank goodness, except for my hair. I'm not loving that. I don't like washing my hair before bed. I know a lot of people like only wash at night, but me, I am a wash in the morning kind of gal, but after not that anybody cares or that this is like any real problem at all, but since I had to wash my hair, shampoo and full conditioner and everything twice yesterday, I thought, better give my hair a break this morning. But I would much, much, much rather curl my hair if it was like freshly washed and blow dried. I just feel like it looks more bouncy and like all of that. I'm sure it will still curl. I have to get off, but I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you, Deborah, and thanks for hopping on. All right, this is Ophir. We're doing mostly Ophir today. Ophir's Everyday Mascara. And this lip, I forgot to tell you guys, is Plush Lip Liner by Unique. I'll check if I have it linked. If not, I will. Or if you go under the pressed powder link, it's the same brand. So you can just navigate to the lip section and click on lip liners if you want it. Happy Friday, Mary. How are you? But I'm sure I'm going to be putting a hoodie on because my husband and I have different air conditioner preferences in the vehicle. He likes it freezing, and I like it medium. What's everybody doing this weekend? I'm kind of a little boring today. I'm like, can't even really think of anything to talk about. I will say that dinner I made last night, if you need an idea, was so easy but so good. So I was just kind of like perusing Pinterest for some ideas because I swear coming up with dinner ideas is so hard. And I saw this one that was like a bunch of bowls, like different kinds of bowls. Sushi bowl, cheeseburger bowl, which is the one I made, chicken and veggie bowl, like just stuff like that. Anyways, so basically all I did was made ground beef and like seasoned it up good, you know? And then French fries, and I got the seasoned French fries, or that's what I pulled out of my freezer. That was really good. French fries, this is how I layered it. French fries, burger, shredded cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, and then Thousand Island dressing. And oddly enough, the pickle in the Thousand Island was like definitely what gave it that really good finishing touch where you're like, this actually kind of tastes like restaurant type food. You know what I mean? So if you need an easy peasy recipe that's pretty healthy, really, other than maybe, I don't know, French fries probably aren't that healthy, but I just air fried them, so they can't be that bad. That was super good. Or you could skip the French fries if you want. Then it would just be kind of like a cheeseburger salad, I guess. Oh, and I also put on, I found these little things at the store, and they were like onion crisps. I feel like if you didn't have those, so they were kind of like where the bacon bits and all that kind of stuff is. I feel like if you didn't have that, those like French fried onions or whatever. Do you guys remember that green bean casserole that went like viral forever ago? Those things could totally work too. These are similar to that. But anyways, I put those on top for like a little crunch and a little extra flavor, and I think that was really good too. Pinterest usually saves me from making the same meals. I always get this slow connection thing each week. I know. It just helps me kind of get some ideas, and then I'm like, oh, I actually need to use up, you know, whatever. Or sometimes I'll just kind of peruse, and I'm like, what sounds good? Carv really wanted spaghetti last night, so he wasn't thrilled at this dinner, but it was really good, actually. Oh, and I made bacon, too. Which I didn't even, like, cut the bacon up. I just left it whole to eat. But I did cut up just 2 pieces, like, with scissors into little bites and cooked it with the burger for, like, a little extra flavor. And then the rest I made on a pan, which I'm usually one that does it on the stovetop and thinks about how much I hate cooking bacon the whole time. So I put whatever I could fit on like a baking sheet, you know? And then I just cooked the rest with the burger, but which wasn't much. It was like 1 or 2 pieces. And it totally worked. So we like our bacon crispy, and I did 400. Google said to do 415 to 20 minutes. I did 400 for 15 because it was looking pretty crispy. But I think I could have probably done like 17 because the middle pieces were definitely fully cooked, but they weren't like crispy, you know? So if you hate cooking bacon, try baking it. That worked. And I just used a big like baking sheet, cookie sheet, whatever you want to call it. And I lined it with tin foil because the grease is pretty messy. So be careful when you are taking it out of the oven because the bacon grease still like comes everywhere even though it's being baked. I've baked bacon before, but I don't know, I feel like it usually crisps up more on the stove, but this worked perfect. I don't really know what was different. Okay, girls, I think our makeup is done. I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? And this is our hair when I have to wash it at night. This is what I mean when I tell you guys my hair sticks straight. It's like stick straight. I can kind of like do that and pretend that it's got a little something going on. Okay, I think I'm gonna have time to fix my hair, so I'm gonna go do that. I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. I hopefully have everything linked, and if you have any questions, you can always just message me. But yeah, I think I'll be live tomorrow. If you're new here, I go live Monday through Thursday between 8 and 8:30 Mountain Standard Time, and then sporadically on the weekends. Sometimes not at all, different times every day. It's very random, but I would love to hang out with you again. So if you turn notifications on, if you like long form chit chat makeup tutorial, we do a lot of those. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.